So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the press conference of the Thailand-Cambodia Border Situation Ad Hoc Centre this afternoon. Firstly, I'd like to address the issue concerning the overall situation in the border area, which is still under careful watch by the Thai security units. Certain fortifications of the Cambodian strongholds have been observed over the past day or so, with the general situation remains under control. Secondly, the operations of the interim observer team delegation, and as a result, this actually comes from the result of the recent extraordinary session of the General Border Committee meeting held on the 7th of August 2025 in Malaysia. It was said that the IOT is to be formed, comprising of military attaches of ASEAN countries, forming the Interim Observer Team, or IOT, led by the Malaysian Defence Attaché to Thailand. And they plan to visit the area to observe the impact on the ground and the living conditions of the affected local population. The aim of this visit is to ensure transparency and to confirm that Thailand's actions are in line with international practices. The meeting of the Thai-Cambodian, the Ad Hoc Centre today received a report on the operational plan to bring the IO team into the area. Today, a preparatory meeting between the Thai side, hosted by the Royal Thai Armed Forces headquarters and the group of defense attaches, was held at the Royal Thai Armed Forces headquarters this morning. And the plan is to travel to the 2nd Army area on the 14th of August for the observation, followed by a review and summary of the operation on the 15th of August. Another issue concerning the mine clearance and border security along the Thai-Cambodian border. The Ad Hoc Centre for Thailand-Cambodia Border Situation under General Nattapol Napanit, the Deputy Minister of Defence, and concurrently the Director of the Centre itself, has been concerned and has sought to expedite cooperation on clearing the large number of mines still laid in the area. However, Cambodia has not so far responded positively to this request. Most recently, coordination has been made through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to request the ASEAN Regional Mine Action Centre, abbreviated as ARMAC, whose current executive director is also Cambodian, to show good faith in supporting the mine clearance mission along the border. This comes as it has been found that Cambodian troops have continued to secretly lay many mines. Mines are a threat not only to the military and police personnel in the area, but also to civilians living along the border on both the Thai and Cambodian sides. The working approach is to have ARMAC provide humanitarian support in parallel with the operations of TMAC, which stands for Thailand Mine Action Centre, with the aim of clearing mines and restoring the area to safety as quickly as possible. The Ad Hoc Centre stresses that this mission is about protecting the lives and safety of all citizens and all troops, as well as safeguarding national sovereignty and security to the fullest extent possible. Thirdly, on the issue concerning the Regional Border Committee meeting, the RBC, or Regional Border Committee Meetings mechanism, is part of the GBC, General Border Committee Agreement, signed on the 7th of August 2025. The 1st Army Area, 2nd Army Area, as well as the Royal Thai Navy Task Force in the area are coordinating to set a meeting date. And current reports have indicated that the Royal Thai Navy, namely entrusting the Marine Task Force in the area, is planning a joint meeting with Cambodia's Military Region 5 on the 16th of August 2025. That's the date that they actually have agreed to set the meeting on. That will be held in Trat Province. And currently the 1st and 2nd Army areas are actually coordinating to set the dates, and it is expected that the dates of their RBC meetings will be around towards the end of August. So we actually expect that one of the talking points or one of the agenda to be discussed in these meetings will be focusing on the mine clearance aspect as well, because we're really concerned about the safety of the population living in the areas. Another issue concerning the assistance for affected citizens. The Ministry of Interior, through agencies in the border provinces, has already provided assistance to some affected civilians, ensuring maximum possible support. For those who have not yet received any aid, surveys are still being conducted to provide assistance promptly. This includes the mission of clearing unexploded ordnance still scattered in the area, which security agencies, the military and police are urgently addressing. The public is assured that all affected people will be assisted thoroughly. Lastly, on the issue that has been circulating in the social media recently concerning the donation of barbed wire to units in the area, the government is actually expediting the use of central budget funds to urgently procure barbed wire to fully support the military's mission. The military is currently compiling requirements for military equipment and materials to replace losses and enhance the military's capabilities. The Ministry of Defense, through the Deputy Minister of Defense, is actually accelerating the process as we speak. Nevertheless, we would like to extend our appreciation to all the members of the public for their generosity and unity in urgently helping to supply barbed wire to the units involved. This actually reflects a shared spirit of patriotism and solidarity in supporting the defense of national sovereignty, the safety of the public, and the troops on the front line. Thank you very much for your support. And now, Kun Marati, you have something to say.
Good afternoon to those tuning in today. From my end on the Foreign Affairs side, I have two main topics to update listeners and viewers on. The first topic is the landmine incidents at Sisaket and Surin provinces and what the Foreign Affairs Ministry is undertaking to that effect. The past Mother's Day long weekend here in Thailand, usually a time when families come together to celebrate, but sadly this time it was against the backdrop of two separate incidents of Thai soldiers being injured after stepping on landmines, once again within a mere 3 days of one another. The first such incident occurred on the 9th of August in Sisaket, a mere 2 days after the ceasefire implementation agreement that was reached in Malaysia on the 7th of August. And the second incident yesterday on the 12th of August, Mother's Day in fact, in Surin province. Combined, they total 4 incidents involving landmines newly deployed by the Cambodian side. First and foremost, on behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I would like to extend our sincere sympathies, moral support, as well as well wishes for a speedy recovery to the Thai soldiers who were injured and disabled by these landmines. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs condemns once again in the strongest terms Cambodia's use of anti-personnel landmines. It is a repeated violation of Thailand's sovereignty and territorial integrity, which is an outright breach of international law, including the principles that are fundamental and enshrined in the United Nations Charter. It is also a clear and repeated breach of the obligations under the Anti-Personnel Mine Ban Convention or the Ottawa Convention, as sadly we are all familiar with now, and also a breach of international humanitarian law. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has sent additional letters regarding these two incidents to the Cambodian side in formal protest and to demand accountability. In the international arena, our ambassador and permanent representative to the United Nations in Geneva has notified the President-designate of the 22nd meeting of states parties to the Ottawa Convention in writing of Cambodia's repeated violations of its obligations. Our ambassador and permanent representative to the United Nations in New York will also issue a formal letter to the United Nations Secretary General to follow up on the clarification that Thailand had already requested from Cambodia in accordance with the compliance mechanism under the convention, which is pursuant to Article 8, Paragraph 2, which stipulates that Cambodia is obliged to provide information and clarifications to Thailand through the United Nations Secretary General. Thailand further calls upon the international community, including all international organizations and those providing assistance to Cambodia in demining efforts, to review such assistance in light of these gross and repeated violations. We will continue to let the international community know and understand the full and accurate facts of this matter. This Friday, in fact, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs will be hosting and inviting some key Ottawa Convention states parties to engage them on these facts for their consideration. Once again, these two latest incidents involving the use of anti-personnel landmines are evidence of Cambodia's lack of sincere commitment to resolving current tensions and a serious breach of the ceasefire implementation agreement reached at the extraordinary General Border Committee meeting between our two countries on the 7th of August 2025 in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We have already sent formal letters of protest to the interim observer team, which was established pursuant to the decision of the aforementioned GBC meeting to give due consideration to this matter, and Thailand will be bringing the IOT on field visits to ensure without a shadow of a doubt that these landmines are in fact new landmines and not remnants of the past as currently and erroneously being claimed by the Cambodian side. Thailand is a responsible member of the international community and is committed to upholding international law and especially the ceasefire. We see this as crucial to ensuring the safety of the border area for the innocent civilians living on both sides. Therefore, Thailand calls once again on Cambodia to actively and sincerely cooperate on humanitarian demining efforts along the border as the Thai side has repeatedly called for. For those interested in following up with the actions that have been taken and that are going to be taken by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, please visit our website or tune in today to the live Facebook broadcast by our spokesperson who will be giving a press conference on this specific issue at 4 p.m. or 1600 hours today. The second issue that I'd like to share with viewers and listeners today regards the issue of the protection and welfare of migrant workers. Another topic that the Ad Hoc Centre meeting this morning focused on, which is the protection and welfare of all migrant workers, but particularly those from Cambodia during these tense times. Reports have been circulating regarding alleged extortion attempts on Cambodian workers seeking to return home due to fear of discrimination, violence, and intimidation by particular groups with extreme views. Let me emphasize Thailand's long-held commitment to the principles of human rights and equal treatment for migrant workers of all nationalities. We recognize the immense contribution these workers have not only to the economy but also to Thai society and attach great importance to their protection and well-being, including through law enforcement. Once again, we continue to stress that these current tensions are not issues between the people of our two countries and encourage all to help prevent this matter from affecting the daily life and livelihoods of both of our people through mutual understanding and respect. To close, let me emphasize that Thailand will continue to provide accurate information both to our public and the international community and to create a conducive environment towards meaningful bilateral engagement. We therefore urge all involved to uphold the agreement from the GBC just concluded, especially on preventing, combating, and refraining from disseminating false information or disinformation, which includes those related to the control of particular areas which may have a bearing on sovereignty issues and compliance with the ceasefire. Also, as agreed at the GBC, Thailand stands ready to take part in the Regional Border Committee or RBC meetings with Cambodia so that the forces from both sides can discuss the further implementation of the ceasefire as concerns their respective areas at the earliest opportunity and in the interest of ensuring security of the area and returning the people on both sides to a peaceful and calm situation. That's all I have for my end for the briefing today. Thank you very much.